All right, so I'm gonna go over the general bathroom here, and whether it be a half bath or be a master bath, a lot of what I'm gonna say here is going to pertain to pretty much any bathroom. But for me, I personally, I walk into the bathroom, I start doing these things. I'll turn on the hot water here because that's something I wanna make sure. I'm gonna start letting the shower run a little, or the water over here, because one of the things I'm gonna look for, I'll turn it off for noise reasons. But one of the things I'm looking for here is to let the water run and to see if it's going down. So if I let the water over in the tub run for 1 minute, and turn it off and the water's not going down, then I want to note in here that water goes down the tub slowly. Back over here with this water here, I want to make sure that the hot water is working. Right now it's still not working, so I'm going to let it run for a little longer, make sure it's been vacant. You know, it might be a while to do it. I'm going to come over here, I'm going to flush the toilet, make sure that, that's something that I want to make sure is working correctly. I'm going to shake this right here, make sure this is on correctly. So there's two things with toilet seats. One, it's got to be secured. Two, it can't be nasty, right? Who knows? It's everyone's butt, so you want to make sure that it's not nasty. Sometimes these rust, sometimes whatnot. So if it's aesthetically not pleasing and nasty, let's just note it and replace it. We talked about the flusher. Maybe the flapper's got to be addressed, and we got where I was looking at the pipe going to the wall, make sure there's no leak there. Hot water's coming out, so we're good there. I'm also worried about when it comes to faucets, and this would be kitchen and for the bathroom, is water coming out around here. That's important to look for. And maybe sometimes you go like that just to make sure it's not loose, because if this is loose, then water might come out there. We want to make sure it's not. I'm going to hit these and make sure this is tight. This is supposed to kind of swing here. I'm going to hit the towel bar up here and make sure that's tight, and I'm going to hit the toilet paper one. Sometimes there's multiple towel bars. But we're good. If this is something that's fixed, I'm going to make sure it's good. If there's a shower curtain, we're going to usually note to remove it. Because shower curtains, I think, is another kind of personalized thing that we don't provide. If there's not a shower bar, it just doesn't exist, we're not going to provide that either. So we're going to let the person come in. But if it's there, if it's fixed, we're going to leave it. We're going to be checking this, the caulk. The caulking is very important. It gets mildewy, moldy. So maybe if it's mildewy, we're going to maybe cut some parts off. If there's in this 6x6 tiles, we're going to make sure, I think these are 3x3 tiles. We're going to make sure that there's not gaps in the, I'm trying to blank on the word, in the stuff that holds it together. Right here, I might note something here because you could probably use a dab of caulk going up. And we're just kind of look for other things. Sometimes you're going to walk in the bathroom on the ceiling, there might be discoloration. You might call it mold, we call it discoloration. I'm going to fire this up. I'm going to make sure this works properly, and sometimes these get corroded, and maybe only half the water comes out. So we're going to test this out as well too. The other thing we want to test out with that is making sure that when you turn this on, it's not all leaking down as well too. We're looking for things that are tight, or we're looking for things that are loose to make sure everything's tight. You're going to go back over to the vanity, and that water that we're running. What I should have done is just make sure. Now, if I was running at that time, if there was a leak, it would probably be there. So we're making sure this is good. And the other thing about this, and this kitchen sinks or bathroom sinks, sometimes these either from product or from water damage get nasty. So sometimes if these are nasty, we're going to want to replace them, maybe put a cover on there, maybe put some shelf paper on there just to make it look nice. And to top it off, what we're going to do in every single room is we're going to make sure that the doors have a doorstop. So you either have options for a doorstop here, which that's what it's got. You'll have a doorstop coming out here, or sometimes there'll be a pad right here that'll catch the door. Now, our goal with these doorstops is such a cheap, affordable thing to make sure all of our doors have that. And it's going to be something you're going to see in all the rooms, but we want to make sure that there doesn't become drywall damage here, because the 30-cent doorstop versus the $200 patch job, that sucks. So keep an eye on that. You're looking up as well. We're looking at the light fixture. We're making sure these lights look good. If we have more than 50% of the lights that are out, we're going to just replace them all. That way they're all one uniform type. If this was a vanity that opened, we're going to make sure that, this one does open, perfect. We're going to make sure that there's not excessive dirt. We're going to make sure the shelves are in here, and we're going to make sure that this operates, it's functional. You got the fan up here. We're going to make sure that works well. The other thing about these fans, and this one's not bad, is these get dirty, and that would be above and beyond a normal turnover clean. So if that fan is all filthy with dust and dirt, whatever it might be, we want to make sure that we're taking care of that. So that's a bathroom.